Subscribe Dad, subscribe Layla.
Alright, people, let's see.
Hey, why? Let people see.
What's going on? What's going on? Let's see.
What's going on? What's going on? Let's see.
Alright, एक minute.
Right, 1 minute.
Let's check this out.
Let's check this out.
Alright, mini Q&A.
Mini Q&A.
Let's do a mini Q&A, people. Alright. Let me just share this. Brief Q&A.
Oh my God, you're getting so much comments.
Am I getting comments already?
Yeah.
Alright,
Merry
whoa.
Christmas.
Alright, إن الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على رسول المصطفى وعلى عباده الذين ارتضى ومن بهداهم اهتدى وبآثار أهل المدينة اقتفى وبعد فسلام الله على القوم. أهلا وسهلا بكم ومرحبا. Bienvenidos a todos, people. Alright, بخير راغلة خوشامديد and swagatam. What's going on? Merry Christmas. Alright, there we are, chilling. So, Yana? Go. Right, so, go on, what's going on? People, alright, I thought sitting here, well, I couldn't really, I wanted to do a brief Q&A yesterday, but I was just so exhausted.
Good afternoon, bye-bye.
Right, so, what's going on, people, what's going on? Chilling out here in Cyprus, people. Cyprus. So, I'm not jealous at all. Alright, so what's going on, people? For the first time, I'm joining on time. Alright, Farhan, doing it. You're doing it. So we're talking about, that's what we're talking. So,
one of the Christmas jokes.
Alright, go on. What's one of the Christmas jokes?
Why does Santa have 3 gardens?
I don't know. Why does he have 3 gardens?
So he can ho.
Okay. No idea what that was. A Christmas joke. So what's going on, people? What's going on? Hope this. Hell yeah! But these two are devils. So what's going on, folks? What's going on? Is there's any Chaudhry Shahbaz Ahmed Balatti? Alright, you're doing it. Imran Khan saying thanks for the invite. Most welcome, man. Most welcome. Everybody's welcome to the island. There you are. Look, just chill, people. Chill. I was actually sitting reading here today. I had it's not. There's no link, by the way, between what I was reading and between the trip. But I was reading that book on on Mut'a, going through it finally. Very fascinating. So I mean, still at the beginning of it, but it's an interesting kind of introduction he's laid out. But once I do read through the whole book, I will be doing a review on it, inshallah. But what's going on? Aren't the people in Cyprus half Greek, half Turk or something? Yep, I believe so. So we're in the Greek end, but we have visited the Turkish end yesterday. So it's I mean, as far as borders go, it's not actually that bad, to be fair, to get through. So the tooth, this one's lost both of her front teeth. God damn.
3.
But 3, sorry, but they'll be growing back soon. So what's on your mind, people? What's on your mind? Anything to discuss briefly? I thought, well, yeah, I was kind of thinking to myself, shall I go hit the gym? Well, and I thought, well, I know, let's do a brief Q&A, see what's going on, maybe answer 1-2 questions, and then wrap this. As you can see, it's a bit of a nightmare actually with
Wait, what?
with these two.
Cute.
That one is that one's
Did you see
the greater
one?
nightmare.
Look.
Oh, she is. Well, so, right, people, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? First of all, with the Christmas thing, I do have a note that is in my saved notes. It's titled Tinsel in a Tangle, and I wrote it, I think it's been probably about 2 years now, I think it's been around 2 years. And that deals with this whole thing of Christmas that some people have objected to and stuff like that, and I've demonstrated through many of the kind of ulama that have not had any objection and that have said that, you know, these kind of things are permissible and even encouraged some
about
people,
that
and
comment?
amongst them Sheikh Abdullah bin Bayya and can we do the Q&A from the pool? You know, we've got there's a hot tub right here, right? So it'd be much more awesome to do it from the hot tub, but no can do, people, no can do. How do you respond to people when they're wishing you a Merry Christmas? I say Merry Christmas to you too. Absolutely. I mean, these are seasonal kind of greetings, and I think people just overdo it really with the whole. It's just weird, really. You know what it is? I think it's a control freak mentality that we have, unfortunately, we suffer from. And the wish to impose upon others to exert that kind of control. But yeah, it's something we need to really grow out of. Your opinion on Sheikh Hassan Farhan al-Maliki. Has he been given a sentence? I've not known that. I'll have to check that out, actually. Mufti says, Qais Ahmed says, Mufti says it's okay to say Merry Christmas, but it's bid'ah to celebrate Mawlid. You know, that's like such a dumb kind of equation. You see, if I've always said if people want to celebrate Mawlid, they can. I'm not, you know, there's no issue with that. If you're asking, is the Mawlid a legitimate, authentic tradition, then that's a kind of theological question that you're asking, that is the Mawlid a theologically established practice dating back to the time of the Salaf? And the truth is it isn't. So I'm not going to pretend that it is. I'm not going to say, yes, it is, when it isn't. So I'm just going to be honest. So, I mean, that's not me against people wanting to participate in a Mawlid. That too, I mean, I've discussed the whole Mawlid thing, but I don't see that as a contradiction. I'm not saying, you know, people need to celebrate Christmas or anything like this, each to their own. I'm just saying that people shouldn't be narrow-minded. That's what I'm saying. Mufti says, do what you want. Yeah, I've said that on many occasions, people, that if you want to do the Mawlid, I've not objected to people. I've never condemned people or anything like that on the Mawlid matter. Behave. Right, what is classed as let's leave that out. Right, what are the questions, people? What's on your minds? What's going on?
Oh my God.
Right, just chilling here, actually. It's okay.
It's really,
well, it's okay.
it's actually really sunny here.
It is actually quite warm here. I didn't expect it to be this warm, to be fair.
I
Last
thought
year
it's gonna be like.
I checked out Malta, and it was okay, but it was still.
It's still cold.
Yeah, it was still cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a lot of cold, but in Malta they didn't have a hot tub. That's the only thing.
In the whole of Malta, they never had a hot tub, or just in our hotel, right?
Just in our hotel, though.
If the video keeps freezing, it's because of the internet connection.
What's she
Right,
doing?
so what else? What's
Oh,
going
look,
on, people?
an
What are some
angry face when it's
thoughts? What are some thoughts? What's
Where are
on your
you?
mind, people?
Wait, somebody said, where are you?
We are
in Cyprus.
we are in Cyprus, people, in
Can you
Larnaca.
speak in Urdu?
उर्दू में भी बात कर सकते हैं आउन मुर्तज़ा साहिब क्या बात करें आप कुछ बताइए तो सही
It says, oh, salam.
Yep, alright Khalid, you're doing it What can we do for non-Muslim relatives who have passed away? Any du'as? I believe you can. That's been a question that I went into much detail on with the passing of Stephen Hawking. Now, at the time, there was this whole kind of drama. I don't know if you guys remember. Sun's kind of setting. So, at the time, I went through this whole discussion of can you make dua and stuff like this. And I said that I believe you can. And I went through the Quranic verses about Ibrahim alayhi. I don't think it really exists today, and it hasn't existed for centuries. It's just a theological discussion now. They were a kind of an extreme fraction that felt any person who commits any kabira sin, he leaves the faith, but he goes into a kind of purgatory sense. That's what they called it, al-manzila bayn al-manzilatayn. And everything else that they believed in was secondary or tertiary to that. It was never, that was their primary thing that kind of differentiated them. So people, what they do is over the centuries, they've started to anybody they disagree with, and if the person relies on reason, they've started to say, oh, is that, is that kind of mu'tazili? Yes, of course. Is that, are you being mu'tazili? So, for example, Abu Bakr al-Jassas from the Hanafiya.
Will you visit Turkey?
I think Turkey this time might be difficult, but maybe next time, inshallah. So people have started to say, let's say Abu Bakr al-Jassas, now he, over 1,000 years ago, from the Hanafi school. So he will deny things like, let's say, all possessions and all this kind of stuff. And in his day and age, he was ahead of his time. Now, people will just say, because he's relying on reason, he must be Mu'tazili and stuff like that. That's just, once again, just sectarian rhetoric. And it's just kind of like it's just politics, really, theological kind of politics. It's not true. So the Mu'tazili school is dead in essence.
Dad, look at the last comment.
Your view on Imam Tawhidi. I've spoken on Imam Tawhidi in the past. I don't feel that Imam Tawhidi, I think on some things he has a point on some things, and on other things I disagree with his whole that insulting attitude and the whole thing towards the Salaf and towards Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu an and all these kind of people, his very rude kind of comments. I strongly condemn them and disagree with that factor. So yeah, can you combine for purposes like shopping? You can. I mean, it falls under stuff like if it's a haja, or even I mean a haja is like a need, but even the understanding of ashhab from the Malikiyya and Ibn Sirin was that it could be done for, just for ease. And you don't do it every day, I guess, but to create ease, and that's what the general hadith in Sahih Muslim also supports as well. So that can be done.
What is your view?
You on tasawwuf? Yeah, I say, well, look, things like tasawwuf are for people that are clever little girl. Yeah, clever little girl. And the devil little girl. The devil little girl is over there.
The real devil came.
Right, so, yep. So people... Okay, just changed the screen. My thoughts on tasawwuf, it's just, it's for... I guess if it's your thing, that's what it is. I mean, it basically, in essence, Sufi practices of kind of discipline and things like that. That's all they are. they're not in essence things that go back to the Salaf as people like to claim that they do. They are innovations along the way, but you know, if it helps people, alhamdulillah, I don't kind of condemn or anything like that. Cool. Yeah, right, people. Ha 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 ha, devil. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So what's going on, people? What's going on? Alright, it's time to get... See, like, as it's almost sunset here, it's in the afternoon, almost 4:15 here, so...
1:15?
Almost, isn't it? About 10 past, 11 past, yeah. So,
Dad,
interview with Vidovids. Yes, of course, inshallah. Sounds good.
come to Pakistan.
When will we be going live from the Ark?
Dad.
Soon. If I was in the UK now, I would have done the Christmas session from the Ark.
Yeah.
But,
He didn't bring
because
his
I was out.
costume.
How about the idea of a zuhid? Yeah, I mean, the idea of zuhid and these things are there, Islamically. I think a zuhid, as Sufyan al-Thawri and many of the Salaf would say, is simply, in essence, abstinence from muharramat.
Dad,
That is zuhid.
look about this comment.
Are you ever going to do an international tour? Why not,
Maybe.
huh? Why not?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Es posible? Es posible.
Wait,
It's possible,
I sent
people.
you the book into your messenger.
I sent your book into your messenger. I will check that out then. Julab Jamoon is... What a name. Alright, come to Pakistan. Inshallah, inshallah. Zarur aayenge, inshallah.
Yeah.
Defenders, Allah. Voice of reason, that's what it's got to be, people. That's what it's got to be. That's what we're talking about. People, remember to, as always, enjoy. Don't get caught up in this whole... you know what it is? Sometimes people get so caught up in certain things, they almost become... There's this kind of like OCD theological mentality that they become so... I don't know, they just crawl up into their own little world almost. Like, and that's not what the deen is about in any way. The deen is about just living a natural life, getting on with things, doing things like you do. And except you just have that connection. That's all. And that's what it is. That's what the main essence of the deen is. It's nothing. It's not about, you know, like people almost want you to become, you know, this kind of rahbaniya, this become a kind of monk almost. That's absolutely not true. Okay, so
Look at the devil.
Zara,
Dada,
kya kar rahi ho?
show the people the devil. The devil.
Right, I don't know
The
what
devil.
she's doing.
That's the devil.
Right, so but boy, they are impossible to watch over, I tell you. Right, so people, that's what it is, man. So you've got to take time out for yourselves. Always. وَلَا تَنْسَى نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. Do not forget your portion of this dunya, people. Do I think Islam needs a reintroduction? I don't think it needs a reintroduction, but actually to return to the naturalness that it had in the beginning. And that's what Imam Malik had said, that لَن يُصْلِحَ آخِرَ هَذِهِ الْأُمَّةِ إِلَّا مَا أَصْلَحَ أَوَّلَهَا. That people need to return to that naturalness, you know, كَمَا بَدَأَ غَرِيبًا, as it states in the hadith.
Look crazy like
Right,
a
so I
daddy.
want to... Hell yeah. That's what it is. Craziness kind of runs in this... it's in the genes, I'm afraid. So people, that's it. So people, that's my message. I was actually thinking the other day, this poem of Mir came to my mind, where he says,
Merry Christmas.
Usi se dur rahe asle mudda jo tha. That we remain so distant from that which was the main thing, the natural thing, the essence of it. He says that Usi se dur rahe asle mudda jo tha, gaye ye umre aziz rahega meri. That this, you know, this dear life of mine just went to waste before I realized it. And I think that's somebody said, do you get roti salan here? There are actually some Indian restaurants halal ones as well.
India
Close.
someone has come to.
India में घूमने ज़रूर आइए. हाँ ज़रूर आएंगे इंशाल्लाह.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Of course, of course, of course.
Wait, look.
The hadith about the 73 sects is inauthentic. That is inauthentic. I mean, Al-Amir San'ani has spoken about it. People like Ibn Hazm had weakened, and they'd said it was not only weak, like some had made the claim that it was fabricated. Right, people, with that, gonna leave you to it.
Merry Christmas.
That, inshallah, as in the words of Mir, ab to jate ab to but kade se jate hain Mir, phir milenge gar khuda laya. So with that, people, have an awesome time. Take very good care of yourselves, inshallah. Till the next Q&A, stay blessed. Merry Christmas to those who are celebrating it. Over and out, folks.
And a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, folks.
Merry Christmas.
Yep, over and out. Assalamu alaikum.